Okay, back on that. If there's any negativity, I will get rid of people right away. Even if they're my distributors, I get rid of them. Algorithm is such a cool thing that if you like something negative, all you're going to see is negative. If you like something that's talking like, you guys ever typed in Google, like, this is a really weird example. You guys know I own a zoo. I just typed in handmade ferret cages because I don't want like anything like small, like I want something huge. All I'm seeing on Facebook is like customized ferret cages. And I typed that in on Google. So now when you like anything on Facebook or you're doing stuff on your phone and you're doing stuff online, that's going to connect to it. So if I see this funny joke, obviously we all have senses of humor, but it's not appropriate for Facebook. And if I even like it, that's all I'm going to see. And so, try to stay away from it, even if it's funny. Like, I'm really big into politics. Guess what? Half of you guys wouldn't like me if you knew what I had to say and you wouldn't join my business. And so, like, that's something I steer away from. I won't like stuff about politics. I won't like negative stuff. I won't like stuff about anything like that. Anything that somebody could disagree with you on in business, stay away from. So it's just not a smart business move. So always be cycling those friends and taking people out who do have big opinions. I know that sounds really funny because some of us are really passionate about stuff, but you have to remember in business, kind of like the color personality, you need every single type of person. So you want to stay away from stuff like that. That's how I mass enroll people, is I keep it very personalized, but I keep it very that everybody can like it, that people can't say that lady has a bad opinion on this or this, stuff like that. So I can attract every sort of person. Hopefully that kind of makes sense to you guys. During like election season, you guys will see what I'm talking about. So you'll see it all over. Yes, do you have a question? How do I?
So is mass enrolling just going through and enrolling people? Like, do you just use friends of friends, or how do you go about that? What is that exactly?
So a mass enroller would be, there's no definition of a mass enroller.
Okay.
Because the steps to success is actually harder than it seems. So if you do the steps to success, which will get you to the highest paid rank in this company, that's 3 distributors and 4 loyal customers in 1 month. In my book, you just mass enrolled.
Oh, okay.
So I actually am a mass enroller. I don't know how the company determines. It's just the top 100 people who enroll the most people. But in my book, if somebody's enrolling, that would be mass enrolling. If they're, following their steps to success, and following those steps to success can get you to the top paid company or top paid rank in 7 years. Now, imagine making over $100,000 a month in 7 years if you followed this every single month. Okay, so if that kind of gives you an example, you just want to keep on duplicating that. The faster you do it, the faster you get there. I'm already at, 5, 6 ranks into the company, and I did that in my first 1.5 years. So the faster you follow your steps to success, the faster you hit the top of the company, the more money you make. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to be a mass enroller to be in the top 150. You guys can just follow that steps to success.
Okay.
I should probably stop using the words mass enroller because there really is no definition.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
So just enrolling a lot of people at once.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. If you can't get your first 4 LCs, are you still able to keep selling? I've had so many people say they want to buy from me, but it'll be a little bit. What do I do? It is crucial to get your first 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days. If you don't have your first 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days, you don't get your shopping spree, you're never going to be bonus qualified, and you're never going to be fast start qualified. One lucky thing, if I'm your enroller, you have your first 4 loyal customers. If I'm not your enroller, you better go check. If you guys don't have those first 4 loyal customers, and I just seen this happen last month for the first time. I had a girl who joined on her $9.99 sale. She was enrolled by me, but I enrolled over 100 distributors in 5 days. I couldn't keep up with everything. She decided to continue with this business. She didn't get her first 4 loyal customers in her first 30 days, but now she's boxed for promotions. And she's like, well, Jenica, I never got paid those fast starts. Like, call customer service. Something must have got screwed up. She enrolled 2 or 3 distributors. It's $300. She didn't have those first 4 loyal customers, so she doesn't get bonuses. So she was out that $300. You want to make sure you get those first 4 loyal customers no matter what. I know this sounds like silly or whatever. Call everybody. People are willing to help you. And if you're working really, really hard and you don't have your first 4 loyal customers, you need to go to your enroller and tell them. And if we can tell you're working, now if you're not working and you come to me and you say that you don't have your first 4 loyal customers, I'm going to tell you how to get them. And then I'm going to let you do it. But if I can tell you're really trying and you have friends and family like I did and you just can't get them, we will help you. So, follow what you're supposed to be doing. Make that hundreds list. Call your friends and family. Be posting on Facebook. We will help you get those first 4 loyal customers if you are trying. So it's very crucial. Make sure you guys get those. Do not ever sign somebody up and let them not get their first 4 loyal customers. That's absolutely terrible on your half. You never know if somebody in the business, I'm not going to use the person's name, but if they 6 months later down the road, they lose their job and they take off running with this. And all of a sudden they're your next diamond on your team. And then all of a sudden they're about to get a $10,000 bonus. And they're like, I can't even get bonuses. I just busted my ass. You're still going to get a paycheck. You're still going to get that average pay. The bonus is just the cherry on top. But why would you even want somebody on your team not to get bonuses? So I always, doesn't matter what it takes me, get my distributors 4 loyal customers with them. If they show me that they're not going to work or not going to ever do anything, obviously, if I'm too busy, I'm not going to do it. But if they're dead set on doing it, I'm dead set on it with you. And I suggest you guys do the exact same thing with your team. It was actually really, really sad seeing that girl not be bonus qualified. Okay.
Jenica, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And this may be something you and I need to discuss personally. I'm curious about moving people. I know that you normally do that. And Stephanie had me move somebody last night, and I just don't quite understand that. So I'm, is that something we need to discuss personally?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay.
That's a good question, because I get asked this all the time. People throw a lot of attitude at me about this. And so let's just get it out of the way.
Well, I finally got a customer over $100.
I know, I've seen it. Way to go.
Stephanie had me move it, and I was like.
And then in your head, you're like, why the hell am I giving away my customer?
Exactly.
Oh no, believe me, I got in a fight with Brandy about this when I first enrolled until I realized that was the right thing to do. Like, I'm not giving nobody my stuff. What the hell you mean? Like, no way.
Yeah, really, I worked really hard.
I literally said, I was like, I busted my ass for these people. You want me to give them away? I'm like, no.
No. Well, you know when I started, so.
You move them though. Let me tell you. So I'm going to explain something. After you have 4 loyal customers, you do not ever need a customer in your life underneath you again. Ever again, unless a bonus tells you to do it. Okay, guys? I'm not kidding you. Our ambassador upline blocked me over this discussion. So when I first joined, I had my customers and I started my team just like you did. I was doing really, really good. I was getting customers. Brandy comes to me and says, Jenica, you got to move these customers. And I was like, lady, no. I worked for them. I'm not giving them to Sally, whoever, who didn't do shit. And now you want me to give away everything that I worked really hard for. Like, I know what you're thinking right now because you're probably mad. And she's like, no, you have to, or else you're not promoting. And I took it as like, let me tell you something. And so I was like, I'm not moving anything. Like, they can do their own work. Till I realized the person at the top of the charts is always the hardest worker in the room. The person at the top of the chart, who is you, is the promotion is on you. The person at the top of the chart is the one making the most money. The person at the bottom of the chart, who you moved that customer on, nobody knows who it is, and she's not on here anyways, isn't ever going to do anything. They're always going to be at the bottom for a reason, because they're not doing anything. It took me a really long time to realize that we have to move people under there, not to help them, but to help us. We get compensated. If you guys read the compensation plan, it will make more sense to you, but that was my way of explaining it. But compensation, we get paid on it still. So you want to move those customers because that's actually having you hit the promotions. Now, for anybody who's hasn't hit a promotions, don't take this serious, or don't do whatever, but there's a reason why you're hitting promotions, because you're working. So you're going to move the customers because they're in a 400 box and they haven't got there yet. And so as you promote, because you're moving your orders, you're getting paid more. An executive gets paid more than that 400 box for a reason. A Ruby gets paid more than an executive. An Emerald gets paid more than a Ruby. Believe me, I'm telling you right now, the Move It conversation is the worst conversation to have with a distributor, and I feel really bad for Brandy because I really did lay into her. I honestly, that's why I have so many customers directly underneath me, because I refuse to move them until I realized how stupid that was. You want to move your customers because it's only benefiting you. They are going to get that whole whopping 15% on it, but guess what? Who's the one who is hitting the promotions? You're still going to get paid on it, plus you're hitting promotions, plus you're hitting bonuses. You don't get paid any less moving it down, because now you're at an executive rank, or a Ruby rank, or an Emerald rank. You never, and I'm going to say this like 5 times, you don't ever, 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 ever leave a customer directly underneath you if you have distributors underneath you. If I make myself clear, it will screw you big time in the long run. So
by bringing your distributors along with you.
You can't go anywhere without your distributors.
Okay.
Well, so.
Stephanie explained it all, but I needed to hear it from you.
Well, I think I got in a fight with Steph about that one too, actually.
Probably. She's got a little hard-headed like somebody else we know.
Yeah, so I think me and her had a conversation about this once upon a time too. You guys, let me say something. I make this kind of money because I can lead people from the front, and because I made sure that my team was always secured. It's not about you anymore. This is about somebody else. And the second that you realize this is not about you, and you start taking care of that team, yeah, they only get 15%, but guess what? You're helping them get there. The second you keep helping these people get somewhere, it brings you to the top. So by you giving that customer to that person and them being a qualified leg, you help 2 people, you hit executive. Now you help 3 people and 1 helps 2 people because you're training them to be a leader and to be duplicating what you're doing. Now you just went Emerald. There's no reason to keep that customer for that extra 5%, because guess what? Once you start hitting the ranks, we're going to give you an extra 20%. And we're going to give you an extra 15%. We're going to give you leadership bonuses. And, we're going to keep on duplicating that stuff. So don't worry about that 5%. Don't ever keep any more than 4 customers directly underneath you. I don't care what anybody tells you in this business. Very bad idea. Unless a bonus tells you to do so. So 4 customers is the max you guys should have underneath you. Everything else should be being moved. Do not ever forget that, because it will hurt you in the long run to keep anything underneath you. Okay, it says that I have a bunch of people who are raising their hands. It's not showing me who.
I have my hand raised.
You can go.
What commission, I guess, do we get paid for people that just want to be retail customers and not commit for the 90 days?
That's a good question. So we get paid, it depends on what the price is. So wraps are $59, loyal customer, $99 retail. You get paid that gap.
Okay.
But you don't want retail customers, because if I showed you guys something, you guys would fall over. If you guys seen some of my customers under here, and I'm going to try to show it to you. I've had this lady order since the month I joined. 15% every single month since the month I've joined. So now if you did the math and you figured out the date I joined and how many months I've been in, it's going to be way more than $40. Let me find it. And I can show you guys perks points while I do this too. Okay, I'm going to share this screen. Okay. This lady has joined, or who has, she's been with us since 9/27/2015. At 15%, I don't know how much money that is, but it's way more than the extra $20 I would have got that 1 month. If you look at her perks points, you check by hitting accounts, it's $324 in perks points. She won't use them. She just wants to order because she wants to be nice. She says she loves the hair, skin, and nails, but she's been on it for 2 years. Her hair is really, really long, but she's going to continue to order anyways because she likes me. Change the product at least.
Send me these people.
You know, they come over time and stuff, and she won't change the product. I'm like, lady, your hair has to be longer than you. But she won't change it. So, you know, that I would rather have loyal customers because over the long time, you're going to be making way more money. I did have a few retail customers come in this month. Very rarely that I get a retail customer because I always push loyal.
Yeah.
But that is nice. That extra $50 on your check, or that extra 30, no, the extra 11 if it's a cleanse, you know, stuff like that. That's awesome. Okay, who else has their hand up? Nobody? Okay, I'm gonna find the next question. How do you get people to take the leap of faith and become a distributor? I've had so many people consider it and have spoken to so many people about it, but cannot seem to seal the deal with potential DTs. Okay. Everything leads back to consistency. It really depends on the person. It depends on what you're saying to them. It depends on what you're posting. If you're posting 1 second who could use an extra $500 and they're interested, and the next second you're posting about your baby daddy drama, that's probably why they pull out. Or if you're posting about who wants to make $500 and they don't see you for 4 days, they're like, oh, okay, this lady doesn't even know what she's doing. She's not even consistent. I'm kind of getting that vibe off of her. She doesn't even know what she's talking about. It's all about that consistency thing again. It takes the average person 7 to 10 times to see something before they actually do it. And then it takes them how many times of saying no or not answering to actually order. So it all falls on that consistency thing where they're going to come back to you or they're going to be watching you. If you guys look through my statuses, you would be shocked at how many people comment on there and say, I've been thinking about it for a really long time. Somebody just said that yesterday. Today, somebody said, I've been watching you forever. Maybe you should send me some more information. I'm talking to her right now. That's how most of my stuff goes. It's always those people, you know, it's that consistency key. And I know you guys are like, well, lady, how long do you want us to be consistent for? And, you know, stuff like that. But there is some that jump out and attach to you right away that will take that leap of faith with that consistency, and you'll find them. The more consistent you are, the more you post, the more you work, you're going to find more fast people who just join. And over time, you're going to find those little people who are hiding in the corners who've been watching you for 6 months. Jessica Texan, she's not on here right now. She said she watched me for like 6 months before. She never liked or commented on a single one of my statuses, ever. One day she messaged me and she said she's ready to enroll. She had the $99. Let's do this. Like, how do you even know it's $99? Like, so, you know, so that's definitely, it's just consistency thing. I feel like I'm missing a bunch of these. How to convince people that this is just not another product that doesn't work? I have shown results and I'm still having trouble. Consistency. If you only show somebody hair, skin, and nails results once, they're going to be like, yeah, right. But when you keep on showing them, you have your own results. They can't deny that. There is no denying I lost 34 pounds. They know my tattoos. They know who I am. They know what my bathroom looks like. They've seen all of this stuff, and they see me documenting my results. I've signed more Fat Fighters customers in the past 6 months than I've signed customers in the past year and a half because they were my results. So if you're really having a hard time, get on the products that we sent you in your starter kit. Not everything is going to work overnight. And some people like me, I didn't have wrap results my first time. Actually, if you guys ever go to a One Team One Mission, they're going to make people stand up. It took me 5 wraps before I actually seen physical results on my body. Not Savannah. Sydney, her 1 wrap result looks like she did 45 wraps. So, you know, there's big differences in there. Those, you know, being a product of the product yourself. Crap. 1 second, you guys. My doorbell's ringing. I think it's all of the work stuff.
Okay, so like, is this girl not a hoot or what? She is so energetic. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah, she's definitely a hoot.
I love her to death. And the encouragement, y'all, she's so good about that. I mean, she has kept me from kind of going crazy.
Sorry guys, they told me 3:15 and it's 2:15. But back to that, using the products yourself, we give you guys a ton of products in your starter kit. You guys have that $100 shopping spree. Use the products. Don't be scared to put the wrap on. If it doesn't work the first time, that's okay. Like, this isn't magic. It's not supposed to make you a size 2 after the first one. So don't be scared. And if you guys don't want to share your results, don't. You could send to the stranger your personal results. You guys don't see me posting my wrap results on Facebook because I don't want to. So if I'm talking to somebody and she's like, does it work for you? She's a stranger. She's never going to see me. And even if she does, she's not going to recognize me. So I'll send it to you. That's who I'll send it to. So, use the product. You guys don't have, if you're not confident yet to share it, that's okay. But keep sharing other people's, because we don't expect you to have, we don't expect every one of you to have amazing results with every single product. So just keep on sharing stuff. You guys definitely will get there. Use the products, talk about the products, even our greens. You can't have significant results on a green, but talking about it, I'm getting my daily fruits and vegetables. Sydney posted yesterday a picture of her son with like a chocolate mustache, and it was like something about him getting all his fruits and vegetable servings, and he doesn't even know it, and it tastes like chocolate milk, and people were commenting on that. Like, how are you getting your kid to do that and stuff like that? So think outside the box. Just use stuff like that. It really will help. Gosh, I'm out of breath from running up the stairs so fast. Okay, let's do the next one. What do I have to do to get the Emerald bonus? Is it just 4 loyal customers? No. 4 loyal customers gets you your shopping spree. To get the Emerald bonus, you have to go Emerald. To go Emerald, you want to first hit that paid rank of executive. That's 2 distributors. Like we talked about, enrolling husbands is, really, really important. And then start building down there. Follow those, follow those steps to success. Chart. It will make a lot of sense to you guys when you look at the charts. You guys can find charts by clicking, go to your It Works website or back office, hit documents, and then type in chart. You guys can find anything in that documents tab. I'm struggling with posts. Help. Really fun one. We have a whole thread in the, I think it's the leaders page. No, the work for it page that has good posts on it. You guys can follow me, follow other people, take their posts, change it up a little bit. You want to be posting at least 6 times a day. So what I do is I do 3 It Works posts, 3 lifestyle posts minimum every single day. Over time of being in this business, you guys won't need to copy and paste posts because you're just going to know what to post. So at first, I suggest utilizing those good posts. If you guys type in on the search bar, once you're in work for it, just type in good. You'll find like 4 threads with posts in it. Tons of them. So once you guys get to learn everything, you'll be able to make them yourself. And when you guys are posting, if you guys are pretty brand new still, please reach out to your enroller when somebody likes or comments on it, because we will walk you through what to say. I can seal deals like it's nobody's business. Like, I can come through, and if you guys are talking to 10 different potentials, I can come through and probably seal half of them. So make sure that you guys are coming to your enrollers to talk to us, because we can help you get there. If you guys just joined, how do you know what the cleanse does? We're not expecting you guys to know everything right away. We want to help you. So make sure that when you guys are taking those good posts and it's like talking about ThermoFit. How do you know what ThermoFit does? You just joined. Ask us, we'll help you. Use those posts. Let us know when people comment on them. So any other questions? I can't tell if I went through all of these. There's so many comments on here.
It looks like you did, though.
Okay. I know. They're all-
I have one more technical thing, if you don't mind.
Oh, no, keep it going.
Qualified leg. I do not understand that.
Okay. They're different per rank. So this is a charting question. Charting is really hard, but I like it. A qualified leg is a distributor or a distributing box at 400 volume. So for you, you have 2 qualified legs. So for a Ruby, they would need 2 qualified legs at 400 and an executive qualified leg. So it depends on what kind of leg. An executive qualified leg would be an executive rank that has 2 qualified legs. A Ruby rank would be 2 qualified legs with an executive leg. A Emerald would be 2 Ruby qualified legs with 3 normal qualified legs. Does that kind of make sense?
Right. I'm sitting here looking at that charting that you're talking about.
Okay.
And it shows like in order for me to go Ruby, I'm qualified on customer type and qualified, but I apparently need 2 more qualified legs.
So because it's not the 25th of the month, don't look at that. Because
okay.
I project your guys' volume, so I know what your charts are going to be before your charts are that. Because I know charts. And so if you're looking at that, you're already projected done for the rank that you're at. So you would need 1 more executive qualified leg, meaning you need a distributor with 2 distributors underneath them. So if you looked at your charts right now, the distributors that you have directly underneath you, and I'm speaking to you specifically because I can't tell everybody their charts off the top of my head, your distributors are projected over 500 apiece. So once they all run, you're going to be fine. So to hit the next rank, you would just need that executive qualified leg. Does that kind of make sense? That's kind of...
Yeah, it does make perfectly good sense since I'm sitting here looking at.
Yeah, it's because the stuff hasn't ran yet. That's why it's saying that you're not done.
Right.
So
Okay.
Everything doesn't run until the 25th. So anything that was from the 25th and forward doesn't run until the 25th. So we could have you projected done, but your stuff isn't done yet.
Right.
It's kind of confusing.
Okay, yeah, I was sitting here looking at the rank promotion status,
Yep.
and that was how I figured, so I know kind of where I'm at, but I know that you and Stephanie have that under control. So
yeah, it's really more of a wanting to project the volume than use that app or use that tool that they have. Honestly, I wish they would throw that tool away because of this reason right now, because then you're like, oh my God, it's not done. And I'm sitting here saying, hey, it's going to be done. And like, then they get in their own head and they're like, well, what if Jenica screwed up?
That's why we let you do the charts.
Yeah. So I'm like, the stuff doesn't run. We have residual income because we have residual orders. So that rank tab really screws people because they're like, well, I need a qualified leg. I need 3 of them. And I'm sitting here screaming, they're done. They will be done. Work on something else. And they're like, well, the E-Suite wouldn't lie. And I'm like, well, it is. So.
And that's why I guess I've never asked that question or worried about it, because I knew that you handle all that and you take care of that. And I trust you completely.
I really wish they would take that out of there. That's actually nice for the end of the month, though. After the 25th, to you.
Okay.
You to only touch that rank tab after the 25th. I wish.
Okay, great.
Take that tab throughout the rest of the month, because how does the system know if Desiree's orders is going to run on the 25th? How do they know if she's going to have a credit card decline or not? They don't. So
Right.
It's like, then it gets in everybody's head and they're like, oh, I'm not going to hit it, or oh, I am going to hit it. And then you have people doubting their promotions. And I'm like, you're doing so good. Don't look at that tab. Like they'll be like, oh, my diamond only says 32%. And I feel like I've worked all month so hard. And I'm like, yeah, it's because it's 32% done as of now. Wait till the 25th hits. So if everybody could steer clear from the rank tab That would be lovely. Nothing just hurts your head. Okay, guys, got a couple more minutes. Any other questions? I am done with questions on the Facebook, I think. Check. Anybody? I know I asked you this before, but I still have not gotten anything in the mail for being paid or any messages for setting up my account. Is anybody kind of new who has gotten that yet? Vanessa, I think she might be at work. She's just listening in. I don't think she can talk. You guys, I'm not really sure. The pay tab thing, they keep switching it. You should get a card in the mail after the 15th of your first month. If you don't, you can always call customer service and they will help you set up your pay portal. Okay, so after the first 15th, so if you joined at the end of last month, wait until the next month, obviously, because more than likely we didn't get you a customer on that one day. So for everybody on right now, wait till the 15th of next month if you guys don't have anything, and call customer service and they will get you paid out. So some of you guys on here joined at the end of the month last month, so you really wouldn't have a paycheck because you were only here for 2 days. Now this month, all month, you're going to get paid on for everything that we're doing. So if you don't get an email by the 15th, and actually we get paid on the 12th next month. No, the 13th, Friday the 13th. If you guys don't get an email on Friday the 13th, call customer service. They'll help you. You should get an email. If you don't, or shoot me a message. I can figure it out.
Jenica, I have a personal question.
Yes, ma'am.
So you told me like to switch my bank account for Jordan's pay portal stuff.
Yep.
I shut off his eSuite and everything, so it's not letting me do that.
You don't set up pay portal stuff through the eSuite. You set it up through My It Works Pay. So everybody.
So I can log in there and just change my bank information in there. I don't have to do it in like.
No.
Okay.
It Works and Pay Portal are two different companies actually. It Works Pay Portal is actually a company located somewhere in Florida and they suck. Try to stay away from them. Use everything online if you can because they are absolutely ridiculous to try to talk to. But that's the banking system. It's not It Works. If you guys all go on Google and just type in It Works Pay Portal, you can set up everything from it's myitworkspay.com. You guys can set up everything from there. We also have an app, but don't use the app until your stuff is set up because it's not the same. Somebody else is here. Go figure it out.
Okay, I have another question.
Nope.
Sorry, I just came out in the hall because. So you were talking about like when you were talking about signing up the spouse and everything.
Yep.
You said something about not having to run their eSuite and not having to run their auto shipment. I thought anybody in like a promotional spot needed their auto shipment to run.
Correct. So if that's when you hit the promotions. So
Okay, so I'm right to be running 2 auto shipments each month?
So let's say that you sign up your husband, and I'm going to say this, everybody take everything with what I say with a grain of salt, because I'm not talking specifically to you. Let's say that you join and you suck. And you're like, I'm going to sign up my husband, I'm going to sign myself up, and I'm not getting anywhere at all. I can't get a customer. I've been doing this for 6 months. You wouldn't run 2 auto shipments because what? He's not getting a pay. But when you go to hit those ranks and he's right tailing underneath you, and now this is a more advanced question, Vanessa. He's tailing right behind you and you're both about to hit a promotion and a paycheck, you would have to run an auto shipment or an 150 personal BB. But some people join and they enroll with their husbands and then 2 weeks later they give up. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, so like I'm just confused because I set Jordan aside right now because I'm running with 2 other rubies.
So you wouldn't have to.
But does he still get paid even if I don't run his auto shipment?
No, because he wouldn't. So he would need 150 or an 80 BB auto shipment. But if he's not getting a paycheck that's equivalent to that, then you wouldn't want to run it even. You want to. Your charts are really different because you have really good workers underneath you, and you have 3 rubies on your top row, which is kind of crazy. So, you know, I don't even have 3 people on my top row that work. So your stuff is really, really actually like not how we normally do stuff. In my personal opinion, what I would do is and now this kind of counter reacts with everything I've already said. I'd kind of kick Jordan to the side for a minute and run with those runners during the busy season. Now, I know that's the exact opposite of what I just told everybody else, but we didn't get the runners under Jordan. We got 2 top row runners right away, which is absolutely not. For Brandy, who's on here, and Desiree, they've been with me for a long time. They know what I'm talking about. That's unheard of. So I would run with those runners for right now, and I'd kick Jordan out of the side until those 2 are developed. Now, what I mean by developed is they have to be about where you're at right now for me to consider them to be a developed distributor, meaning that they're understanding completely and they can take care of themselves. Then I would come back in and I would start building Jordan. And I know that's the opposite thing that I just said. I said the complete 100% different thing a couple minutes ago to everybody, but you are literally 1 in 3,000. I have 3,000 distributors. This has only happened once. So bear with me on everything. Where your charts are really, really good. I would maybe just turn Jordan's stuff off for right now and
Okay, so shut it off. And I had his auto shipment set up to run because I was going to do the 4 bags of coffee because I need it anyway for samples and myself. Am I better off to place that under somebody else to help me get closer to my bonus?
You know, you really could, and that would probably be the smartest thing to do because that's $5,000. Jordan's paycheck's going to be $82 compared to a $5,000 bonus. That's kind of, you know, as his paid as rank, or no, he's boxer executive. He would, you know, his average pay, I'd rather take that $5,000 and just turn off his auto shipment and run with those runners. Vanessa, I can't even stress to you enough. Your charts are golden. Like you have runners. You have 3 top row runners, which is, like I said, I have 3,000 distributors, and I've never seen that happen when somebody joins. So it is a little bit different for you than what I would say to other people. So I would probably just turn that auto shipment off, honestly, which normally I shouldn't say that. So I would try that. You can get a hold of me after this, and I can try to explain it to you a little bit better because it might be a little confusing for everybody else.
Yeah, I don't want to confuse a lot of people, so I'll probably just call you tonight.
They're all like, what the hell is she talking about? 3 top row runners. Okay, guys, any other questions? We have 1 minute left.
Where did you say the Google Pay portal was?
I just go on Google and type in It Works Pay Portal.
It Works Pay portal.
Yep, on Google.
I know.
And we're still supposed to be able to sign out with our distributor ID and everything?
You will have to make a new password. It's not connected to It Works.
Okay, because when I go in there, it says It Works on the page.
Yep.
But it's not letting me sign up or use a different password or anything.
So enter your email address, resend activation email.
Okay.
But if you just joined last month and you didn't get paid yet, like let's say you didn't have customers, you wouldn't be able to sign in until next month.
Oh, okay.
So if you joined on the last day of the month and we didn't get you started until this month, and I'm pretty positive you are started, you have customers and stuff, I need to look, you wouldn't get paid until the 15th of the next month. That's the only downfall of joining at the end of a month is you have to literally wait an entire month.
Yeah, I think I just have 1 customer, so.
So I would work on those distributors because you would get the activation pay portal immediately the second you get that distributor.